Hey Gemini, welcome to the Crow Tarot. This is your end of December general reading. Just a note, this is a general reading, not a personal reading. So it may or may not resonate with you. You can always check your rising and your moon and your Venus signs as well. But if it doesn't resonate, all that means is it ain't for you, okay? Also, let's talk about time. Time, super fluid, super doesn't matter. Okay? Also, to stay in the know about all the goings on, please subscribe below. Now, I do like to get started with some animal energy here. This is a nice little pre-show for you guys. What is the animal energy message for Gemini for the end of December? What's going on? Let's see. I will say it does feel really nice, you guys. It does feel nice. Nice energy for you guys for the end of December. There we go. All right. Ooh. Spider. Isn't this gorgeous? I love this card. So the spider is about, thinking creatively and coming up with creative solutions to problems. But it's also about, look at this beautiful web that the spider has spun. So this is also about coming to a place where you're feeling really, really good where you at, where you at, feeling really good where you at, feeling really good where you're at. Guys, sometimes my Texas comes out. That's just what it is. There's, working energy here too with the spider, because the spider has done all of this work, even got a nice chakra color scheme going. Go spider, go. Right? So this is all about creative energy too. So this can be taking a creative approach to your work, love, family, what have you. But you guys have been working. This is a working energy here too. But in a creative way. Again, finding creative solutions to problems or taking a creative approach to what you do. And what this means is too is like, this isn't coming at a problem, or I hate to use the word problem, but that's what I'm getting. This is coming at a problem, from the left, or from the back side door, from the stage door, honey, not going in through the front door, right? Like, oh, I never, I have this crazy idea to come at it from this way, even though everyone around you might be like, what? Why don't you just go in the front door? And you're like, I'm telling you, if I use the side door, it's gonna be kind of great, right? But this is a working energy. Also, the spider represents the writer, right? So that may resonate with some of you. Okay. Let's get into this, y'all. What is going on for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know, team, for end of December? What does Gemini need to know for the end of December? What's going on with my Gemini? Fellow air sign. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, oh, hello. Okay. Ooh, oh, hello. Oh my gosh, look, guys. Isn't that great? I appreciate visual aesthetics always, guys. So we're starting with the Hierophant energy here. Told you guys this felt really good. Let's keep going. Let's get some more. Let's get some more, please. More, please. For Gemini, for the end of December, let's see what's going on. Ooh. Three of Cups. Three little birds sitting on a branch. Three of Cups. Oh my gosh. Kind of wishing I was a Gemini right now. I could literally hear some of you thinking like, yeah, so does everyone, because we're super awesome. Okay, so those two wanted to come out. Let's see what they are. Oh, Four of Pentacles. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, and the Three of Pentacles. Guys. Oh my gosh. Guys, right off, I'm feeling that you guys are finding a beautiful balance here. What I'm getting here is a balance between, work, interpersonal relationships, family, love, all of that good stuff. Also a balance between work and play. Maybe that's been part of your goal or your lesson for the year, is finding that balance between work and play. Because again, this has been a working energy for you, right? Coming in here. So Okay, guys, what I'm getting here is that, okay, do you see how there's like a lightning strike of inspiration here and the key, right? So this is about fresh creative ideas coming in here. Also creative, what did I say at the beginning? Creative solutions to problems or obstacles. Three of Cups here. This is just about feeling really good in the friendship energy, right? Sometimes this can mean third party energy. I just, I play it as it lays, guys. I Joan Diddy in that stuff. I play it as it lays. And this just feels like you may be working with friends, right? Or have friends in the workplace or be on a team of some sort. But this is also just saying like the friendship energy around you right now, which makes, well, I guess that makes sense for end of December, right? Because it can be a social time. Ooh, is that right? Okay. They're telling me, do you see how the spider is like a solitary creature here? And they are solitary. You don't see them roll up in a crew. You don't see 5 spiders spinning one web, right? So you've got counterpoints here, right? So you've got the solitary spider and you've got the 3 of Cups here with these 3 little birds chilling on a branch. This could be a message too that the time to work in a solitary context, you guys may have feeling the desire to be alone. Like I work best when I'm alone. Like I love you guys, but I really need time on my own to work this stuff out. This is saying that you've got friends here to support you and that, when you need a break from work, take it with your friends, right? That you love. Or your partner. Right? If you got one, but you know what, if you do have a partner, it feels like this romantic partner is also very much your friend as well. Listen, that isn't always the case, okay? So when that comes up, I feel the need to speak on it. Be specific about that. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I'm just like, there's so much balance here. I'm really happy about that for you guys. So the 4 of Pentacles here, this to me is a pause in the work action as well, which again makes sense for end of December. But you might be holding on too tightly to your coin. There could be a rigidity here in thinking or action where you're like, gosh, I really feel like this reading is for creative people in creative fields. It could even be like advertising or writing. Anything that involves creating. You could even be a scientist and you're coming up with a vaccine for something, right? Something but it's a creative energy. But you could be holding on a little too tightly to what you know and how you've always done things. Like, no, this is my formula. Like, this is how, okay, I'm getting the image of like someone, and this is just an example, y'all, okay? An image of a writer who's writing a screenplay and then they have like one of those apps that puts it into a particular format. And they're like, yeah, and then I fill it in through this format and this is how it looks, right? Don't be afraid to do things a little bit differently as air signs. Like really go inside your mind and oh yeah. Yeah, go inside your mind and just think about how can I possibly do this a little bit differently, just for creative purpose sake. It doesn't mean you have to hold on to it, publish it, or go through with it. But there might be some hidden gems outside of the way you've always done things is what I'm getting with this. Now, 3 of Pentacles, this goes back to teamwork and collaboration. 3 and 3, hello, right? So I do feel like you guys have been working in groups. So, and again, we're going back to this solitary energy here versus teamwork. I feel like what this is saying for you guys, as I feel like you kind of may want to be on your own a bit. I feel like recently you have been working with others. You have to, get their opinions about things and wait for their input. And you're just kind of like, can I just do this on my own, please? And then when I'm done, I'll put it before you and you can quickly tell me what you think while inside of my mind I'm coming up with my grocery list. Listen, that's a little bit dramatic. But this is saying that there is still much to be learned from embracing teamwork, right? Let's talk about the Hierophant here. Again, this to me is about balance, but it's also about, and they are chirping a little bit to me about love here too. I feel like there is some good, stable love energy around you as well. Again, this could be love of friends and or family. But this is really about achieving balance. But guys, what I'm getting here overall is about the creative spark of things with you. So, this whole thing that I said about approaching work, really giving teamwork its due diligence, okay? it's still worth something, even though you may want to work in a solitary context. Listen, it is harder to work with other people in some ways, because then you have to consider their opinions. And if you don't agree with it, you have to communicate that. Whereas if you work on your own, you don't think all you have to go through is you. But you know what? That's also a singular vision when you work on your own. When you work with others, they can point out things and see things differently than you do, which is important in a working context, especially in a creative working context. But the Hierophant here is just showing that you have reached a place of balance in your life, which I think is really, really beautiful. And you know what else is going on? I don't see any swords here. So I feel like stuff may be going on with you where you're, maybe holding on a little tight and it's like, okay, but the universe is calling you to, surround yourself with others that love you, friendship here in a big way, to maybe get you outside of your mind space and how you see things just with you. Because there's gold to be had there, right? So taking into consideration the outlook and opinion of others. And this feels like if some of you are in a relationship right now, I feel like this may be the best one you've had, maybe ever, but at least in a good long while, where I feel like in the past, maybe you were like, oh, by the way, this can always, be in the reverse. It could apply to you or someone that you're dealing with, right? Always, always, always. Please keep that in mind. But you're feeling really good, and I'm going to take this literally and just like, oh my God, I feel like they're the key. Like, I feel like, because like I was saying in the past, you may have been not wanting to commit yourself because you weren't really finding people that inspired you to do so, or you could have been dealing with people who weren't committing to you. And now I feel like the person that you are dealing with now or about to deal with, but this feels more like a present energy, I'll tell you. It is kind of stalwart and steady, and there's nothing hidden when they say it. Like, they mean it. They say what they mean. You never have to question with this person. Guys, I feel like you guys are killing it on all levels. Really, really nice. Let's end with a Archangel Oracle card here, because I love them so. What is the message for Gemini for end of December? But guys, this all feels good for you. It really does. And listen, you wouldn't have gotten all this stuff 3 and 3 and 4 and Spider if you guys hadn't actually done the work to get into a place of balance, even if not directly. Let's see, what's the Oracle message for Gemini for the end of December? What's going on? What's the Oracle message for Gemini for the end of December? That one wants to come out. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay. All is well, Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. Okay, yeah. So I feel like this is just a lovely message in itself, but I feel like what this is commenting on specifically is the solitary energy versus the communal energy. So you may be having some conflicts or difference in opinion with either your friends and or those that you work with. They could be friends that you work with. Take it as it resonates, right? Actually, I kind of love that. They're drawing my attention. Do you see how this bird over here is a little further away than these two? And it's almost like this is you, right? And you're like, this is what I think about it. This is what I feel. This is what I'm doing. I'm in my working den here. I'm look at all that I can do on my own. And then they're kind of like, why you gotta be like that? We have thoughts that we'd like to share with you. We love you. You know, this could even be advice from friends that you may not want to hear. Okay, listen, we've all been there. And it's almost like for air signs in particular, I'm an air sign too, y'all. For air signs in particular, sometimes before we get advice, we need to figure out how we feel about something first so that we're not swayed. That I feel like that is so true for air signs. But this is also saying, like, you know, these difference in opinion, this because you have two opposing energies here. Solitary energy, like I said, and communal energy. So listen, just trust that every difference in opinion or every, your friend may say something, have a comment about your life or your relationship or your work, where they're like, oh, is that really, and it may even be a little passive aggressive too, where it's like, oh, you have a date with him tonight? Okay. Interesting. Okay. You know what I mean? All about what they're not saying as opposed to what they're saying. But this is just saying, like, all is well, guys. And I feel like this is also echoing what I said earlier with you guys have really reached a beautiful balance here. And you may not always feel that end of December. You may be like, oh my gosh, which way do I go? I had these social obligations, but I really just want to be solo. Just roll with it, guys. Because you know what? I'm not seeing a propensity here in the end of December to just kind of roll with things as they come. You may have some difficulty with that. I would suggest doing that. But also stay true to what's right for you too. If you get invited to something like a social thing, or your friends want to talk about, their boyfriend or their family issues around the holiday, they're calling you, stepping away from the Christmas Eve feast and going, oh my God, my uncle is driving me crazy. He's talking about politics again, right? You don't have to engage in that, but remember something. What you give to others, you will also receive. No more, no less. Or else that's out of balance, right? All right, I've gone on long enough. Guys, I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And again, to stay in the know about all things Crow Tarot, please subscribe below. Geminis, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being you. And be well.